So I just wanted to demonstrate one of the trig identities that can be useful for a range of different problems. Particularly, I have it in mind for a parametric equation problem, and I needed to use this fact in order to solve that problem. So let's jump into it. The first thing we're just going to think about is our unit circle. It's got a radius of 1, and hopefully we can recall that we can define any point on that circle using trig ratios. So this distance x along here across the x-axis, since this has a radius of 1, this point here can be defined as cosine of the angle that's created here. Similarly, this length y on the unit circle, so the y coordinate here, can be represented as sine theta. And so as you can see here, what we have is a right angle triangle. And if we've got a right angle triangle where this length here is sine theta and this length here is cosine theta, and we know that the hypotenuse is 1, and hopefully we can recall that our Pythagorean identity is that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. And all we're going to do to come up with the trig identity is we're just going to divide everything by sine squared theta, and we'll see what happens. So if we divide all the terms in that equation by sine squared theta, we get this as follows. So sine squared theta on sine squared theta plus cos squared theta on sine squared theta equals 1 on sine squared theta. Okay, the furthermost left term, sine squared theta divided by sine squared theta, is just 1. Cos squared theta divided by sine squared theta is just 1 on tan squared theta, which is the cotangent of theta. So that's cot squared. And then 1 on sine squared theta on the right-hand side is just the cosecant squared of theta. So hopefully you can see where that trig identity comes from now, just a straightforward division through by sine squared theta of our Pythagorean identity. Hopefully that was helpful.